Hello. It's been a while. So much so that I've been gone for a month. I haven't uploaded since I believe August 1st. And I also am probably a couple hundred subscribers away from 90k. I'm the worst YouTuber in the world. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Q&A because we're celebrating another fantastic milestone, 80k. And yeah, it's getting really old, this whole delayed Q&A thing, but nonetheless, here we are. And yeah, gonna jump straight into the questions, but before that, I have to say, obviously, a quick thank you. It goes without saying that I'm very appreciative of all you guys and all your support, getting me here to 80k and pretty much 90k as this comes out. So it's really quite a weird thing to think about because I'm busy with my own life. Like, obviously, I'm a full-time university student, and obviously I do stuff on the side, just like to entertain myself, live life and whatnot. But yeah, you guys still support me regardless, and I do have a plan for next season and obviously for the rest of the year to come and potentially even next year. But yeah, I hopefully can produce more content for you guys, even if I'm very busy. And that I'll probably get to in another video. But for now, we're here, Q&A 8. Let's jump into it. So as per usual, if you guys want me to answer your questions, be sure, first of all, to ask them over on Twitter using the handle @gall.P drums with the hashtag #AskGall.P, or just comment them down in the YouTube comments below. Ingram asks, first, congrats on 80k. Well, by the time I'm asking this, you are like 500 away from it. Dude, you're calling me out. I can't say anything to that, really. But anyway, how are you enjoying Demon Slayer? The opening for it is fire. And how is life for you, brother? Well, I haven't actually started Demon Slayer, but I probably will watch it, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, I've heard some really good things about it. It's got a really good opening. In fact, I did the cover for it. But yeah, it's almost completely released now, so who knows, I might go back and binge all 24 episodes. I believe it's 24, 25, give or take. But yeah, life is also pretty good. University, it's busy as always, even though I'm only at like 3 days at university, but obviously doing work, like homework and studies at home, that takes up time, and especially now towards the middle of the semester where assignments are and other deadlines. In fact, you would have seen a tweet where I was just complaining about how jam-packed, I think it was not last week but the week before was, and I just had so many deadlines at once and they just keep coming and they don't stop coming. Purple Snurf asks, so when is the gall.P Discord gonna happen? I have no idea what you're talking about. Megas Mode asks, when are we gonna get some spicy live streams again? Funny you say that. Obviously, these questions are quite a while ago. But back on my birthday, I actually, it was the first time I spent my birthday like in my house, just because I'm used to my birthday being during the time of like school. And so obviously I go to school and everyone would be like, yo, happy birthday, Trent, and whatnot. But this time I was at home, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna live stream for my birthday. So the most recent live stream obviously was like around a month ago. And I don't know when I'll get back into it continuously. Probably during the summer, definitely, when obviously I'm off uni for the year. But yeah, see him sometime soon, but just look at what you're missing out on. Come on, say something for the Q&A, and I'll definitely put it in. Just say something witty, say something random. Sup, hello future me, hi Q&A. Here we go. Hi Q&A. Let's go, let's do it. We in this indeed. This is why I'll get back into live streaming. Alright, clip over. Purple Snurf asks again, what is your Pokemon fusion? The first one is your assigned starter. Krabbyzard. Well, that's kind of crab, isn't it? Vegas Moran asks again, wow, I got 2 repeat questions. Loving it. What does the gal in your YouTube name mean? Now, that's a little secret. Let's see if you can deduce for yourself what gal could potentially mean. And that's going to do it for the Twitter questions. So next we're going to be moving on to the YouTube questions. Once again, probably wait for the announcement video before you comment down your question. I mean, you might be able to comment it down here, and any good comments, be sure to thumbs them up, because that means it's an easier way for me to look at them. And yeah. Alright, Venom Gaming Guy. Oh, here we go. He's got his bunch of questions out there ready. What do you study and how is your uni life? So I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Information Technology and a Bachelor of Science, so I'm doing like a double degree. And yeah, it's pretty good. Uni life is very enjoyable, meeting lots of new people, joining clubs and whatnot. Yeah, tertiary education is definitely has its great social life, and especially here in Australia, where the age limit is 18, which is a lot younger than other countries. It's quite good, especially when you go out nights with friends and whatnot. Do you like reading? If so, what kind of books, comics, etc.? I used to love reading a lot when I was younger, usually like a lot of fiction, but now more so I don't read as much, mainly because of the amount of like online media that I consume. So yeah, I've been trying to get back into it every now and then, and I'll try to pick up like a light novel, obviously being I guess the otaku that I am. Have you ever played Dark Souls? No, I have not, unfortunately. I heard it's got a notorious reputation for being quite a difficult game, so who knows, I might try it out someday, but not anytime soon, I reckon. What are some of your favorite bands? I don't really have many. Yeah, when it comes to just favorite like bands, favorite music, even favorite movies, I don't really have many. I'm very like, I like this, and this. So it's a very rare occurrence that I'll have a specific favorite for something. And question 5, physics or chemistry? I gotta say chemistry. Jonathan Kim asks, what items do you usually get at McDonald's? What a nice question. I actually really enjoyed this. Okay. So, if I do go to McDonald's, usually, if I'm with friends, I will definitely get a solid 24 pack of McNuggets, because, you know, I like to share with my people, plus, like, it's nuggets. You can't go wrong. Plus, you gotta try out the buffalo sauce. That stuff's good. Coolness asks, what are you thinking of doing when you reach 100k subscribers? Guess we'll have to find out when that happens, eh? If it ever happens. Will you do a house tour? There's not really much to do at the house tour. If anything, I do like a setup tour, potentially like my room tour, just my bedroom here. And potentially, yeah, my setup where my drums are, but I probably wouldn't do a house tour. Just because it is my house, but it's like, it's my family's house. I don't want to really do that. What is your favorite game? Geez, that's hard. God, there's so many good games. Like, I would definitely have to say, oh look, currently it's definitely Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. I love that game way too much, and I spend so much time playing it. Will you do song requests for ones that aren't on your channel if it is requested many times in the comments? Sometimes I do. I mean, usually I do if it's very requested. Especially if it's seasonal, it's probably more of a reason for me to do it. Obviously, sometimes I can't just because of copyright issues, and other times it's just me being me. Julia Santiago, how old are you? Well, I am now 19, my guy. Or my girl. Yeah, 19 now, so yeah, it's weird to think that I started this channel back when I was 16. Can you show your face? No, unfortunately, I cannot show you my face. It doesn't matter how many times you ask, you will never see my face. Bernard NG asks, are you using double bass, pedal, or single? So I've been asked this question quite a few times, and I'll feel free to address it again, because it is a question that I like talking about all the time. And currently, I do use a single pedal. And for a lot of my covers, I do keep the single pedal. However, in some covers I do use you may hear me using a double pedal, and that's because I use my hi-hat controller as the second bass pedal, which is really not good. But it gets the job done, and like for songs that have a little bit of double bass, and very arguably easy double bass, where it's just like a single stroke roll but on the bass drum for an extended period of time and that's it, I don't mind pulling that out. But any complex double bass, I can't really do, and that's why I shy away from a lot of songs that require it, because I cannot do it very reliably with that hi-hat controller. So yeah, I just need to really save up and just buy a double bass pedal. Take You Chandra asks, do you know Truxan? I hope I don't. Oh, actually no, you mean that Truxan? That Truxan? I mean, can you like not drive past? Yeah, look, I don't want anything to do with him ever again. When house tour, I want to see proof of your weebness. Oh, that's two questions. That's two in this episode that we have. Two questions in this episode wanting the house tour. Do you guys really care about my house that much? And 3, do you watch Ruby? If you watch it, which character's weapon is your favorite? I do watch Ruby. I haven't actually watched Volume 6 yet. And I think Volume 7 is probably on the horizon, if that is confirmed. Because usually it comes around like October. Anyway, which is my character's favorite weapon? I do love Weiss's rapier. Just because Weiss is also my favorite character. But Velvet's weapon is also really cool. So, yeah. Erguancho 618 asks, what should I ask if I don't know what to ask? You kind of just answered your own question, eh? Adam A asks, do you watch all your anime that you have covered? No way would I do that. I've done about like 200 covers. If I watched, I mean, obviously some of them are full sizes of the songs, but if I had watched all the anime that I did covers of, I probably wouldn't have made 200 covers. Andy Ace Veto asks, will you ever consider doing a meet and greet? See, I don't know about that. I feel like no one would come. No, it's more so the case of, I feel like my audience is a lot more international, and so I'd really inconvenience a lot of people, as well as I'm here based in Australia, and so my Australia viewer, actually I have no idea about my Australia viewer base, I think it's about 8% looking at my analytics, so I don't think there's very many people here in Australia in comparison to the rest of my viewers. And also, if for whatever reason people like wanted to travel or anything for the sole purpose of meeting me, which is really stupid by the way, please do not do that. I'm on the other side of the world for a lot of people. For a lot of my viewers, I'm just down in the corner of the globe in Australia. And that's a pretty hefty trip for anyone really. Sen asks, what got you into watching anime and how did you hear about anime? So, I mean, you could argue that I always watched anime. I didn't know it. Just because when I was a kid, I watched stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, and I didn't even know that, like, it was anime. I just thought it was just cartoons just on the TV. I'd wake up just before I go to school, watch an episode or two, and yeah, I didn't really consider it anime at that point. So really, it started when I was about 13, and it was, sorry, not when I was 13, 14, and I'd heard about anime, probably through friends and whatnot. And I wanted to get into something, and so I heard that a friend of a friend was watching High School DxD, and for whatever reason, I'm just like, yeah, I'll watch that, and here we are today. Almost 90k subscribers. I mean, it's a lot more complex than that because of drums and other things, but you get the gist. One thing led to another. Lucifer Jr. asks, do you have a girlfriend? No, unfortunately. I am a single Pringle. Maybe looking. Alt F4 Enter asks, what camera do you use for covers? Well, the current camera that I use for covers is the one that's actually recording me right now, which is the Nikon D7200. I didn't go out and buy this myself. It's kind of my family camera, but which is actually really lucky. I have a lot of that. This equipment is kind of supplied to me in a way, but I use it the most out of the entire family, which is kind of good. It's good for photography. It's a little okay for videos and whatnot, but I mean, since it was bought, like we didn't buy it for the sole purpose of me making YouTube videos. We just happened to have it, and I just took advantage of it. Reflection Gaming asks, have you ever read light novels? If yes, then have you read the Orogaru light novel, and what is your opinion on it? I have definitely read the Orogaru light novel, and I love it. It's just great. Like after I watched the anime, I went and read the light novels, and it's just made. It's one of those. It's one of the only series, aside from Spice and Wolf, which I watched after Orogaru, of course, but those two are shows that have basically made me want to look into light novels, or at least they're two shows that I went and read the light novels after the fact. Yeah, it's just amazing. I love the shows, and more so with Spice and Wolf, especially since it continues on after the anime ends. Windodo53 asks, thoughts on High School of the Dead? Kinda good, kinda bad, I don't know. It had some good plot points, and then episode 6 hit, and then it turned into a bit of an ecchi fest, but you know, it's notable, people remember it, and boob physics. boob physics. And with that, that's going to do it for this Q&A session. Thank you all for your questions, and I apologize if they did not get answered. But if you do want your question answered in the next Q&A, be sure to, once again, at me on Twitter with the handle at gall_P drums using the hashtag AskGall.P. And, yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for 80k. Wow. See, imagine if we put 80k people in a room. You wouldn't, that's more than a stadium. More than a stadium, which is dumb. Like, I'm just a kid. Oh, not a kid anymore. I'm an adult. Man, I'm an adult now. I'm just a university student, just sitting in his room, playing video games, doing his uni work, and playing the drums, watching anime. And, yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? I always get really, like, sentimental at the end of these, because, it really just gives me time to reflect on, what this is, really. And so, I mean, I'm going to apologize again, because like I said, I have been inactive for the past month, but hopefully, I can maybe get a few more videos out before the season ends. But next season, I do have a plan, and I'm going to stick to it, hopefully. It necessarily won't mean seasonal content, but it'll definitely mean gall.P content nonetheless. But 90k is on the horizon, so I'm going to make another one of these. So be prepared for that. Be sure to get your questions in check. And, yeah, I guess there's really not much else to say other than thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next Q&A.